Hello Virgo, Joe. For those of you that know me, welcome back. For those of you that don't, I'm glad you're here. I'm not in my usual setting tonight. I'm doing something a little different. It's been a long week, my on-call week, and I just really feel like sitting on my couch. I don't feel like sitting at my table on my stool. So I'll show you the cards as we go along and talk about them, Virgo. But anyway, this is about March 2021. March is upon us. It'll be here in a blink of an eye. And we're going to talk about whatever comes out. I'm not limiting this to any specific topic. So we're going to leave it open to whatever the cards and spirit wants to bring forward. And hopefully I can interpret that in a way that speaks to your current circumstances. So Virgo, if this goes beyond 10-12 minutes, I'll wrap up the message, and if I feel like it needs to go deeper, I will do an extended reading. And if there's extended reading, I'll let you know at the end if I'm going to continue on. And you can always check the description box below how to get all the extended readings that I am doing on Patreon. I just started Patreon the other day. I'm not doing personal readings anymore. But for the first 40 people that do join tier 2 or 3, I am going to be giving a free personal reading as a courtesy and a show of gratitude. Okay, so Virgo, let's talk about your message for March 2021. So this is a little different here, so you'll have to forgive me for looking down and looking around as I'm grabbing my cards and kind of doing what I'm doing here. If I'm not looking at the camera like I normally do and I'm kind of gazing away, it's just because I'm in a different environment. So Virgo, let's talk about your message. You have download divine love and blessed, and I love how these go together. Blessed is all about the recognition of the blessings that you're receiving in your life. It's confirmation that you are indeed either receiving blessings, the flow of blessings coming into your life. It's the acknowledgement of your current blessings, and it's just a show of gratitude to the Creator, to the universe, for all that you have been given. Sometimes it's really hard to look at those blessings, and that's what gratitude is all about, because even in the murkiest and toughest of times, there's always something to be grateful for. There's always a reason to have gratitude. And you have the download divine love. This is all about receiving those intuitive downloads. It's about connecting with Source and the Creator of the universe. Download divine love is about connecting. It's about connecting with the Creator and the universe out of love. And in that is seeing things from the perspective that maybe we tend to forget. You know, sometimes we look at things with preconceived notions. We have judgments that we pass on things that we see and experience and hear. And this is about that download divine love is about getting away from those judgments and those preconceived notions. And it's just really receiving the blessings. And, a download is, really an intuitive discovery. It's something that we're open to receive when we're in that place to receive those messages from the Creator. So it's all about being open to receive and being grateful and having gratitude in March. So let's pull some tarot cards and talk about, Virgo, what is going on. If you hear a little noise, my little Chihuahua Jose keeps digging in the cushions, and so he's trying to dig himself a hole that he can't make. So forgive me, as it kind of makes me laugh. So you might hear him rustling around. You have the Five of Pentacles here. Virgo, some of you might have been through like a trying financial time, like a bankruptcy. Jose, knock it off. I'm sorry. He's really going to give me trouble here. Some of you might have been through a bankruptcy, or you've been bankrupt, or you've experienced some pretty hard financial circumstances in the last year. I do feel like this is something that you're getting out of, and I feel like that actually is that experience is holding you back a little bit, because once you get a clean slate, it's like you might be afraid to tarnish that clean slate. You might be afraid to make a mistake or misjudge something because you've been you've been given kind of a fresh start, Virgo. So, but we're going to go deeper. We'll see what other messages we get, though. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. That's interesting. And the Empress. So, yeah, I really feel like you are counting your blessings right now. Like, I do feel like there is this, like, feeling of gratitude where you've been through a hard financial circumstance. You've been through some tough times, tough decisions, deciding what to go without and what to go with. It's having to make some sacrifices, and I think that's kind of where you were in the recent past. But despite that, I think that you have a fresh start. And I think in March, you are looking at your fresh start and kind of being very analytical. Like, what am I going to do that's going to give me the best benefit? How am I going to move forward and not put myself or allow myself to be in an uncomfortable place, I guess is what I'm saying. And it's not that with this Five of Pentacles that you deliberately did anything. It's just, it could be life circumstances, kind of a culmination of everything, and sometimes we need a fresh start. And I do feel like you have come from that place of getting that fresh start and starting over. But what's really interesting here is you have the Queen and King of Pentacles here. I think you really want to be very careful about what you're doing moving forward in March. I think that you really want to treasure and nurture this fresh start that you're getting. And the King of Pentacles here, it's like, there's a kind of dualistic feeling here with the King and Queen of Pentacles. It's like part of you wants to be very careful and reserved about what you're doing moving forward in March and going into the summer months. It's like you genuinely want a clean, fresh start, and you want to take you want to be diligent and careful every step of the way. But there's part of you that with the King of Pentacles, it's like part of you might struggle with a little bit of ego, or a little bit of wanting to be a little bit flashy. And I don't mean flashy, and maybe that's the wrong word, but you want to, like, you see something and you want it, and you think, well, I have this new opportunity, so I do have some liberties that I can take with this fresh start moving forward. But I think that this really is just about the careful planning moving forward. So there is some kind of like back and forth where you might struggle with what you're going to do with your money. What are you going to do with your time? What are you going to invest in this time around? Because I think you realize, like, you have the Empress with the Queen of Pentacles here, also with the King of Pentacles, and so the Empress is like, this is about that fresh start, that new fresh start in your life. It's about starting over. It's about having a clean slate. It's about things being new again. And the Queen of Pentacles is depicted here quite often. So let me say this: the Empress is quite often depicted like pregnant, birthing something new, being very fertile, and that's kind of like where you're at. It's like you have endless possibilities moving forward. And the Queen of Pentacles, she's depicted here nurturing a baby, a young child. So I think, I'm not taking this literally, and I wouldn't take this literally, but I do feel like you are nurturing something very, very new, and that's where I feel like this fresh start comes from, Virgo. And I do feel that you have a little bit of this masculine, feminine kind of pull. So this could be between you and your person, or this could just be like something you struggle with internally, is this masculine and feminine approach where part of you is very careful and very slow to make any decisions and moves. And the other part of you, you know, it's like that J.G. Wentworth commercial. It's like, it's my money and I want it now kind of thing. It's like some parts of you want that instant gratification, and other parts of you are looking at the long-term picture. So there is a bit of a struggle here, because you don't want to squander this fresh start, and I think that that's kind of the theme for you going into March. But we're going to dig a little deeper here, Virgo, and we're going to see what else comes out. So you have the Knight of Wands, and you're definitely moving forward in a positive direction, but you might have a tendency to be a little bit impulsive, or somebody in your life might be a little bit impulsive. And so I think that's something to be careful of, not to make any like hasty decisions without having all the information. Don't do anything that you would end up having buyer's remorse on, in the sense that you know, doing something that feels good in the moment, but afterwards it's something that just really in the end didn't make sense. It wasn't a benefit to you. And you have the Tower here. This is, again, all about that fresh start. It's like everything that's been holding you back, Virgo, is being kind of cleansed and washed away. Everything that has been like a hindrance to you, and that has been a deficit to you, is kind of being swept away. You have, you know, a solid foundation to rebuild upon, and I do feel like a lot of this to me feels like a complete rebuild of things moving forward. Sometimes the Tower is a complete wipeout of life as we know it, in the sense that what wasn't working for us is kind of taken away, and in that disruption we have to kind of chart a new course, chart a new path. And I kind of feel like that's what this is about. Sometimes the Tower is just about some of the little things in life that are being kind of taken out of the picture, but I think this is about a complete redo for you. I think you're getting a new fresh start in life moving forward, and I think that you are being very, very careful with your choices and decisions, Virgo. So I'm going to wrap it up here, and we're going to go and look at a little bit further in the future. I'm going to do an extended here, and we're going to see what is really happening going toward the end of March into April. Like, what is the theme with this story here? Because if this story's for you, you might want to explore this a little more. If this story's for you, okay. So I will see you in the extended if you want to go further. Thanks for joining me.